So now we will create a small array and see the concept of declaration and initialization. So I will just include a header file iostream using namespace std, that is the standard namespace. Okay, the starting point of the program, that is main, and here I will just declare an array, okay, having the name marks and return type is integer, and this is 5. Okay, so I am just assigning, okay, the values 55, 60, 78, 90 and 100. So now this array has been initialized and declared. Okay, has been declared as well as initialized. Okay, so now I want to access, okay, these marks. So for accessing these marks we have to use a for loop. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just write for int I, okay, starting with index 0, I is less than 5, that is n minus 1, size of the array is 5, I plus plus, that is we are just starting, the index is 0, the starting condition I is equal to 0, we are checking the condition, that is it must be less than 5, and this is the increment of it. This is the thing that a for loop contains. So what I'll do, I'll just write cout, okay, and marks of I, so it will just traverse, okay, in a manner sequentially, so that marks of 0, okay, marks of 0 will be retrieved, marks of 1 will be retrieved, marks of 2 will be retrieved, 3 will be retrieved, and marks of 4. So 0 to n minus 1, all the elements will be successfully traversed and will be retrieved. Okay, and I will just return a 0. Okay, so here you can also write, okay, cout marks are, okay, and you just give a tab, okay, and again you will just cascade it, and we'll say this is marks of 5. So just try to build it. So it has successfully compiled, there are no errors, so we'll now try to execute it. And here you can see the marks are 55, marks are 60, marks are 78, marks are 90, marks are 100, because we have written it like that. Okay, so it's not looking good because every time it is, okay, it is being printed. So what we can do, okay, we can just write, okay, before this for loop we just add cout marks are, okay, and we'll just put a new line. So now what it will do, okay, instead of printing marks are, okay, every time it will just print only one time marks are, and all the marks will be, okay, you can say all the marks will be printed. But here also you can see that there is no spacing between the marks, so it is not looking, okay, too good. Okay, it is very difficult to interpret. So what we'll do, okay, we will just, okay, put a tab. Okay, so /t you can just put, okay, and now when you try to build it and when you try to access it, so it will, okay, it will give a feeling that now the marks are 55, there is some spacing, 60, 78, 90 and 100. So a representation, you can say representation is better as compared to previous. Okay, so in this way you can, okay, you can create a small piece of codes and you can just try and test it yourself. So if I want a user to enter the marks from the keyboard, then it can also be done. Okay, so what I'll do, okay, I've just declared this array and I'll just, okay, I'll just write, okay, for I equal to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus, and before this you can just include a line cout enter the marks for student. Okay, so you have just entered this line and you just, okay, put a new line here, and inside this, okay, you just write, okay, cin, because now we are just taking the input from the keyboard, cin marks of I. Okay, so the marks will be, okay, will be stored okay, in a sequential manner, okay, from starting index 0 to 4. So now we just write cout marks are, okay, slash n, and you just again you have to just, okay, print this inside the loop. I equal to 0, I is less than 5, and I plus plus. So now we are printing the marks cout, okay, and slash t and marks of I. So in this way also you can perform, okay, return 0. So now let's try to build it. So it has thrown some error, okay, so I'll just write int I, okay, and again I will write int I. So now let's execute it. So it's saying enter the marks for student, okay, so I'll just write 50, okay, 100, 60, 78, 90. So it has printed 50, 100, 60, 78, 90. So in this way, okay, a user can also take, okay, the input during runtime, and the processing can be done, okay. So in both the way you can process your array. Thanks.